Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you already know me, I'm Maria Vargas, and in this YouTube channel we talk about some books, reviews of movie, also another things that I think you can know in the aspect of arts in life. This time we are going to talk about the book known as Animal Farm of Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you already know me, I'm Maria Vargas, and in this YouTube channel we talk about some books, reviews of movie, also another things that I think you can know in the aspect of arts in life. This time we are going to talk about the book known as Animal Farm of George Orwell. George Orwell was also known by his real name, which is Eric Arthur Blair. He was a British writer and journalist. One of his famous books is Animal Farm. This book has a setting in England, in a farm. We actually don't know like the date or the time, but the way he grew, he lived, and everything that we know about his context, we can think that this book was in between 1917 and 1945 during the Russian political upheaval. As first, we have the main characters that we can know that is Snowball, the pig who leads all the revolution in the animal farm and like that. Then we have Napoleon, which is another pig, actually his brother, that, well, they are always in different way of thinking. And last but not least, we can know that another principal character could be the old mayor, that as his name says, it was an old pig that was like the the leader of the farm in that time. But after he died, but before he died, he shares to the other animals a dream that he has, that was the humans were not going to leader the farm, and animals can be like, animals can do whatever they want in a good way and don't need to depend of humans. Other characters, like secondary characters that we know, are the nine dogs, that they were educated by Napoleon in a separate way from the other animals. But with these dogs, we can know the first sign of corruption of his Molly, that was a stupid, vain, and materialist horse. And another characters are the sheep. They were always in groups, and they only know to say a things. Humans know, but animals yes. And well, that are like the more important characters, because we have another ones like horses or other dogs, but well, they don't have a interesting development through the story. I personally think that the point of view of the author was that he thinks that communism was a good idea. However, it depends a lot on how it is led, because it's no, if not, it can lead in a total chaos. And this was his example put on animals, so it could be like a way of understand to everyone. Doesn't matter your age or what you think. Now let's talk about the chapters. The first one was like about introducing any animal to the farm, like saying what the old mayor think, and like that. The second chapter was like when he dies, and Snowball and Napoleon introduce themselves like as the leaders of the new farm, and the third chapter was like they put the seven commandments. That was, everyone who walks on 2 feet is an enemy. Everything that walks on all four or has wings is a friend. No animal will wear clothes. No animal will sleep in bed. No animal will drink alcohol. No animal will kill another animal, and animals are all equal. As this goes developing, we can note that at first, like on the fourth, fifth, and sixth chapter, like in every revolution or war, all like at the start, it was like going good, going through wheels, like all fine. It was all running to the fullest, so they don't need like humans and their miserable portions of food. And through the next chapters, we can know that Snowball already know how to read and write. That this has a lot of advantage because he teach to the other animals how to do it. And well, now all animals can read the seven commandments, can write orders, can even draw, and like that. But after Snowball thought that it would be a good idea to build a windmill, and well, at first everyone was like agree of. After Napoleon started to convince the other animals that it was a bad idea, that it will go down, that it won't function, that it's better to do things as a manual way, like they have been doing. But then in a Sunday reunion that they do all Sundays at the morning, like to know their tasks, what they are going to do during the weekend, and like that. Napoleon wasn't there, so everyone was like, okay, but whatever. Then Napoleon arrived like from nowhere with the 9 dogs, and they start to bark, to be aggressive with everyone, but in particular with Snowball. So he, in a afraid way, he ran away through the farm, and he escaped, and he will never come back. And in this way, Napoleon instituted himself as the new leader, the makes him leader of the farm. But we all know that this was a bad idea because he started changing the seven commandments. Like now, pigs, only pigs that was like the high race of animals will live in the house. Like they can sleep in beds. That all these was things that they can't do in the start of the revolution. Even though the things like go on, and then after he says that the windmill was his idea, that, and well, everyone was like, are you okay? But there was a new order that was to think, to say, and act like Napoleon has the reason always and ever. So there wasn't like no more thing to do with his ideals. And well, that was all through the chapters I have read, from the 1 to the 8. And for the next video, we can have like another resume of chapters 9 and 10, and as a conclusion. So thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, leave on the comments, and goodbye.